Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, authentic, original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh. And accept no cheesy YouTube imposters, commentators, trolls, or people who can't mind their own business. That's all I'm going to say. All right, I cannot make the bed because there's kitties on the bed. I went out and cat fed. It dropped 3 degrees while I was cat feeding. Tiny one was all bothered by a gray cat. And I said, Tiny one, the gray cat just wants to eat like you do, not going to hurt you. And he doesn't. He shows up periodically and hides under the car and won't come out for me. And I fed him, and then he went over and ate the remnants of Tiny one's food. Tiny one wouldn't eat. She ate a little bit. Gray ate. And there's some kids out there on their bicycles making a lot of noise. So, and it was very nippy out there. All right, there are 3 things here, actually 4. This is an organizer that someone left downstairs with old pages, but it was never used. And all I have to do is get new pages at a stationery store. This has places to write down your credit cards, your bank account, your information, name, address, phone number, and also an index of, people you want to keep that you call all the time, your relatives or your doctor or your credit card company. And it has a working calculator, which is neat. And it has a place for credit cards you want to keep, like you can keep 6 cards in here rather than drag your other wallet around. This would nicely fit my new backpack. And I'm not sure, I guess this is for ID or your bus pass. And there's a place for a pen, but I have no pen to put in. And it zips up. So this is a very nice little compact organizer. People leave stuff downstairs all the time. Sorry. This is my wallet. It's got receipts in it and my prescription for my new glasses and my credit cards and my ID and my medical stuff and all that stuff. But what happens with this one, the plastic pockets start falling apart. And then they didn't design this very well. This part, the leather here started to come off. This clasp is okay, and then after a while, from moisture in the air, the corners start curling or putting it in my bag. So they sent me a wrong one last week, which I arduously went over to Whole Foods Market in Concord, walking over the sidewalk as I went, and so they sent me the right color. They sent me a black one, but I wanted the same color. This is actually rose, so this is a new one. And I made a mistake one day. I went cat feeding and I had to go shopping, and I put my wallet in the cat feeding bag, and some of the cards got full of wet cat food. So this is a new wallet. And what I'm going to do is get some rubbing alcohol. See, there's the strap, but eventually this starts wearing off, and then it comes completely off. I had to duct tape it. So even now, the brand new wallet, it's starting to curl already. It's just the way this leather, whatever it is. So, and the reason I like this, excuse me, I drank some apple cider, last of the apple cider. This holds 96 cards. So if you have a lot of credit cards, ID, bus things, medical cards, you'll hold. Now this is a little bit bendy as opposed to the other one. It feels a little bit different too. So, but the clasp just shuts. This feels thinner. I don't know. I'll keep the other one, but heck, it's a different color. Well, I clicked on rose. I thought it was going to be red. Look, it's pink. So we got a pink wallet. I thought I had red. I thought I saw red on Amazon. And then the other thing I got was 18 pounds of cat litter. And it was delivered today. And I had a problem today with the something like 15 atmospheric rivers we've had in California that has stirred up all the grass pollen. About 3 weeks ago, I woke up and I had bronchitis, and I started coughing and sneezing, and my sinuses were infected, and it's been really horrible. Well, today I woke up and I had a horrible coughing jag. I couldn't breathe. I'm blowing my nose. My nose is dripping all the time. And I just, ugh. So I haven't done much today other than sleep and cat feeding. I'm going to go in the kitchen when this is done and do a video of me putting, I was going to put it in the Dutch oven, but I think I'm going to put it in the big glass pan. I have chicken, bell peppers, celery, and mushrooms, and what else is there? Oh, and a can of broth. Now, if that's too much for the glass pan, I'll take it out of the glass pan and put it in the Dutch oven. I got to find out if you can put foil in the Dutch oven or not. I haven't looked yet. Let me see what my phone says. Yeah, there's a video where this city councilwoman in a city in North Carolina complained that the library had a cat. Someone's allergic to the cat, so they had to get rid of the cat. They had to move the cat out, and the mayor and the city manager wanted the cat. Police chief wanted the cat. Citizens wanted the cat. But this woman was a certain word, and she was determined to have her way, and everybody loved the cat. The kids would read stories to it and everything else. Wasn't bothering anybody, but I'm allergic to cats. I can't go in the library. So I made a comment. Fire the city manager, fire the mayor, fire the city council, make the cat the mayor. Nobody liked the comment. So that's happened. They elected dogs as mayor. So, and some towns, beloved dogs. So let's see if you can put, I'll ask the question. Can you put, or should you put, aluminum foil in a Dutch oven? Okay, you can do it. Keeps it cleaner. And if something burns, you don't get that burn mark. Uh-oh, what am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. I didn't click on the video. Sorry about that. So I got a real late start. Kathy was on the phone with me, and something happens on the phone, of course. You know whose fault it was. Mine, not hers. I'm 15 miles away. Oh no. This has happened, and it's your fault. I go, how the hell is it my fault? So, I'm on the phone. Well, you should have said something. I would have hung up. It's always something with Kathy. I love her dearly, but... So, Mama Cat Kitten, Gray, Tiny One, 21. I gave Tiny One 2 cups of the cup food, and she didn't eat hardly enough. I left the dish on the sidewalk, hoping she'll eat it. No raccoons. Great, hers, my cats ate hers, then they just got crunchies, and crunchies were devoured. So after this video, I'll take the iPhone and film my making the chicken, potatoes, mushrooms, bell peppers, can of broth, cut up the chicken in pieces so I can chew them, put it in the oven, and then I'll read my book that I haven't been able to read because I'm too busy. And I got a lot of stuff to pay out next month. I got PG&E, coin dealer loans, interest. I haven't got any more coin dealer loans out because I have too many bills. All my bills, Costco $160, and the outrageous fee now for my post office box, it went from $99 to $113. And they're going to raise postal rates in June if you're not prepared for that, and raise the cost of mailing a package by 5.5%, blaming inflation. Well, gee, I'm not getting another 5.5% raise in the money I get. Are you? Well, I can estimate that means it's $226 a year to have. I have a small PO box that started out as $28 17 years ago. So they keep just jacking their rate up because they can. And if I ever meet President Trump, becomes president again, will you lower the rates in the PO boxes and the postage? Because they're just raising it to where it's going to cost $1 to mail a letter eventually. And some things you got to mail. I shudder to think what they're going to charge for return receipt. It's going to probably go up to $7 or $8 or $9 for a little postcard. For Reagan, it was 10 cents. So that'll give you an idea. It went from 10 cents. Reagan came in, the postal service raised it to $3. That's a 300% jump, I think. So anyway, I tore up a bunch of boxes, threw out a bunch of recycling, and cleaned up near a little bit, and picked a whole bunch of, I dropped important paperwork on the floor in a bag. So I wound up picking all this stuff off the floor. I'm going to have to, I got this chair. I still haven't put away laundry because every night I came home and was too tired. I'm going to do that tomorrow. And then move this chair on the bed, the huge chair, and then start picking all this stuff off the floor. And I'll move the printer table back so I can put the lamp back, and then move the chair over there so I can sit down and not be sitting on the bed all the time. So I was intending to do this at 7:30. Then Kathy called, and I called her real quick to tell her, don't call me, I'm going live. She called me this time as I was headed into the shower. I got to take a shower because I needed a shower. And then I said, I'm going to go feed the cats. I must have spent 20 minutes trying to coax Tiny One, the little black cat, into eating her food. Little Sweet Gray, she ate her food. Mama Cat, Kitten, Fluffy, and Little Girl all ate their food. Yes, Little Girl. And Little Girl tried to sleep on the, she tried to sleep on the wallet. It was still in the bag, so I took the wallet back and the book back, and I exchanged it for a new wallet and cat litter. So because the whole spine, the inside, about 3 pages into the inside of the book, the whole spine was broken. How that happened, I don't know. All right, if nobody's going to go into chat, I'm going to get out of here in a few minutes. I want to make my dinner and rest because all I cough, I cough probably cough for about an hour, and it hurt my stomach, it hurt my right lung because of muscles, you know. So I will make the bed, and PG&E gave me the number again for weatherization. I'm going to talk to them this time and say, look, you got to give me somebody that will return the calls. I called 2 places to get my door weatherized, get my door weather stripped. They never return the calls, so I need the door because right now I don't have the bolster in front of the door and the towel, and all the cold air comes in because Fluffy tore the carpet out, and he also tore off the foam weather stripping. I need somebody to go to Home Depot. If I have to do it myself, I'll go to Home Depot, and I know the door measurement's about 36 inches wide, and get a drill or rent a drill and drill the thing into the door. Except I don't know if that's a hollow door, and I have to ask the maintenance man. I don't want to drill the screws in, and they're not holding on to anything. So that's what's going on. The lampshade you see crushed is between the storage containers and the rack. I'm going to move that. I'm going to straighten that shelf there out a little bit, put another crate in there, put the lamp on top of that, or between the 2 crates. And then I will probably wind up taking the rack and moving it over there, moving it across from me. Little girl won't like it, but I'll leave something she can jump onto to get onto the. She likes to jump off the green towel and onto my bed, and then she loves to be next to me. She's so soft and cute, and she sits there. And last night she started going to bed. She was burp burp and rubbing against me and nuzzling me, and she loves to sleep with me. And my little sweet girl. Floppy likes to sleep in the corner. I don't know why he likes to sleep, but he's not sleeping on top of me. He sleeps in that corner behind me. I think it's because of where the edge of the electric blanket is. I'm not certain. So, and the other thing, I wake up in the middle of the night, or Mama Cat will scratch. I told her last night, Mama Cat, you cannot scratch in the door tonight. I'm really tired and need my sleep. I was on the phone for I was on the phone about 4 hours with people Friday, and I went, ugh. It's not so bad when you're on the phone if you're lying down, but sitting in the same spot, because you've got to be able to see the screen and read things to them, read email and different things to them, and that's a pain. So, and I'll have to get eye surgery because the iPad, when it fell on my eyeball, dislodged or did something to there's a glass lens in my eye when I had cataract surgery, so that's going to be fun. Not. They had this study that Greg Gutfeld talked about. If you're old and you think happy thoughts, you'll get through things, and you think unhappy thoughts. I'm old and things hurt. I think happy thoughts, but when I'm in pain, I was on the phone with Kathy, and I went, ow. I said, left foot, pain. It's not a happy thought. It's like somebody stabs me with this thing. I use this to open letters. You know. So, I'm getting there. I'm getting happier. I mean, I got 70 pounds of cat litter with this new box. My goal is to have all the empty cat containers stacked up in the back corner, and then clean out the bedroom, and then have maybe 500 pounds of cat litter, so I don't have to buy cat litter for a year or two. Because every time I change a cat box, it's 40 pounds of cat litter. And dragging that stuff home, I dragged the one home the other day. My whole left shoulder hurt. Even though it's only 3 blocks, for some reason carrying cat litter kills my arm. All right, anybody here? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what people are doing now. Being 70, I have no idea what people do on Saturday night. Do they go out to eat? Do anybody go to movies anymore or drive-in? Are there drive-ins where you live? There's one here up the road. It's very popular. They run it in the wintertime, which, you couldn't do that back east. You have snow or rain. Well, I doubt if they ran it this year with all the rain. There's a flea market there on Sunday. So drive-ins have disappeared all over the country, which is sad. I like going to drive-ins. It was fun. Although it would get cold, you'd have to run the heater, and then you couldn't hear the movie. And you put that speaker over your window, then every once in a while somebody would drive off, forget to take the speaker off, and you do this grinding noise, and their window and sometimes their whole door would come off. You'd hear a lot of breaking glass. And some of those speakers, they've got like a 59-cent speaker in them. You can barely hear anything. Those things were heavy. They fit over like the claw over your window. But yeah, I don't remember the first movie I saw in the drive-in. They had a health film which they were showing, and I hid under my jacket. I was about 4. A birth of a baby, and I went, yuck. I won't watch that. How can I remember that? I can't remember what day it is half the time. But anyway, that was 4 years old, 1956, the birth of the baby. Show the whole thing, and then it was yucky, it's yucky. So, I knew what it was because I read my mother's medical journals and medical books. My mother was a nurse, but I didn't want to see it. I've officiated over kittens being born, mama cats that I had. That's a little yucky too, but they would clean them up, and I would take a wet, warm washcloth and clean them up. Mama didn't object because the mama cats, I had 2 mama cats that made me lie down on the floor. One, Squirt Squirt, the little Siamese, she had 1 baby, Snooky I called him, after baby Snooks, the Fanny Price character. 5:30 in the morning on my birthday, she had her one and only kitten. 1 kitten the first litter. She had 4 the second. 1 came out stillborn, which is sad. And she loved Snooky, but it took her a while to get used to being a mama. And I had a beard then, full beard. And the baby, I said, can I pick up the baby, mama cat? Can I pick up your baby, Squirt Squirt? I'm going to pet it for a little. I said, you are my baby. And I kissed it and held him. And I said, you're my baby Snooks. You're my baby Snooky. And I love you. And from the time he was born, he couldn't see at first. They don't see for about a week. Their eyes are closed. He heard me, and he would leave the closet, the bed I made up for in a box, crawl down the hallway into the living room, and one day he crawled up the bed covers, the bedspread, or the quilt, I don't remember what it was after all these years, 1977. And the next thing I know, he's going to sleep under my beard. Mama cat comes out of the kitchen, goes looking in the closet and going, meow, 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 meow. Where's my baby? What have you done, my baby? Squirt, Squirt, she's right here to do anything with it. She came to see me. So she put Snooky back in her mouth and went back to the closet. And the minute she did, she walked away to go get something more to eat. He came down the hallway, did the same thing. After about 3 times, she gave up. I said, Squirt, Squirt, when he's done sleeping, I will put him back in your closet. And she had other kitties. She had Teensy Cat later in the second litter, little tiny Siamese with a broken tail. But we love Teensy Cat very much. And I found a video I didn't know I'd posted of my beloved Betty Boop, who died at 16. Kathy and I, Kathy took Boop because Mickey Mouse, the cat, kept beating her up. All of a sudden he got aggressive. I don't know why. And he was fixed. And she came home one day and Boop was dead. And Boop was one of the gentlest and sweetest cats ever. I still miss her. I rescued her because she was abandoned by her owner, who got a new white Persian kitten and left Boop out to starve. And she was full of fleas and worms. Took her to a vet, got her shots, and everybody here loved her. She would, people used to, before it got crazy here, used to sit on the bench downstairs in the daytime, and Boop would get on the bench and go to sleep in people's laps. That's how sweet she was. And everybody, oh, she's so cute. So you get a loving, sweet cat like that. Lady saw a little girl. I said, well, she probably won't come near you because she's very shy. It took me, look at the tail go. It took me like 5 years for she let me pick her up. Because when they're outside and they're feral, they get frightened all the time of cats, cars, people, kids, bicycles, noises, planes, trains, motorcycles. Nothing is safe to an outdoor cat. Okay, well, I'm going to go. I've been on here 24 minutes and no one's coming in to chat. And that bowl had crunchies in it. Little girl scarfed all but one. Fluffy, of course, the minute I go to the kitchen, he thinks everything in the kitchen is his. Next time you see a video here, all that area will be cleaned up. I'll do that tomorrow. And then start working on this stuff here. I regret throwing out my perfectly good 2-drawer filing cabinet, which used to be over there. I left it on the curb. Someone took it. And I should have kept it because now they want $150 for a filing cabinet, which is outrageous. But it was a legal filing cabinet. It was getting in the way. It was too big. I should have Should have kept it. And because I have all this paperwork that I really need to put into file folders and alphabetize them. It's the way I am. Oh, I got this. Someone left this downstairs. And when I go to Target the next time in Concord, there's batteries and bulbs, and I will. It takes. I'm not certain. Might be D's. Hold on. Move the window of the screen here. It takes. I think it takes D cell batteries. Without my flashlight, I can't read it. And the switch seems to work. Very simple on-off switch. And you just so if this works, then I would have another emergency lantern that you could hang on a hook. And it needs to be cleaned off. So I'm hoping it works. I might give it to Kathy. Or I might keep it in the hall or in the kitchen, so if the power goes out, I don't run into the wall or something. Even though I've got the other one. But this has LEDs, so it's very light without the batteries. So we'll see if it works. Okay. Oh. I'll have to call it Clyde's Handyman Service. Oh, that's way the hell in Oakley. That's way up the road. Past Kathy. Okay. Anybody in here yet? Nope. Okay, I'm going to go. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night, a great Sunday. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Remember, you can subscribe to the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month where you see content nowhere else. And later in the year, I will be getting something created that I can send out to my channel members. It might be a sticker, it might be a button, it might be a coffee cup. I gotta do get someone to design it, and I'm just the trash can. And then send it out if people are willing to tell me where they live. Or I could send it via Amazon. They pick it up in the Amazon Dropbox at Safeway or somewhere like that if they don't feel reluctant to tell me their physical address. So, but I really want to get something for my fans. Not my box fans. Although I do need a new fan. This one is not a box fan, but it's very wobbly. And one died last year, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and when it starts getting hot, I'll roast in here. My goal, though, in the next 2 weeks, to get this whole area cleaned up, and then put the laundry away, and then start sitting in this giant plastic chair formerly used by King Kong, or King Kong Bundy, I don't know which. So, there are 2 guys watching. Okay. All right. That's it. Thank you for watching. Like the video, hit the like button, comment nicely please, tell your friends to subscribe and join the channel. And this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, and I'm still waiting word on the scooter. They're going to call me when it is approved and delivered, and then you'll see me out of the house. And I've already picked out a refurbished iPad with Wi-Fi and cellular, and an iPhone. So when I have the money, I will get those, and then there's a clamp I can get. I can clamp it to the handles of the scooter, or handle of the scooter. I won't have to hold on to it, and then I can ride down the street with the thing with an aisle grabber so it protects it, and of course a glass screen cover. I can do videos while I'm driving the scooter. Oh. I'm not sure if it's my chest or heartburn. So that hurt. And when you cough so much, your back hurts because you're stretching all your muscles. All right. Have a great night. I will catch you next time, and I'll be doing the chicken video in a couple minutes. I want to lie down for a few minutes before I Have to cut up the potatoes, the celery. The carrots are already pre-cut. The mushrooms, the bell peppers, and see if it will fit in the glass, all fit in the glass pan. Now I'll put it in the Dutch oven, but the problem with the Dutch oven, it's really, really heavy. And it's really hard to put it in the oven, but it's even harder when it's full to get it out of the oven. I have to take the lid off and then grab it with one hand with a pot holder and then go get the other pot holder. And it's hard to do. So, Kathy, by the way, one last thing. She liked this multi-use stroller hook. I've got one. She's got one. So I'm going to get her another one. And I had my new backpack. The only problem with my new backpack, it does not have a strap across here to keep. Every time I put stuff in it, it keeps sliding off my shoulders. So I like the old one, but if that broke off, I may have to see if I can get a luggage place to sew a strap on there that I can just clip on. I don't know what else to do. This is my other oven mitt, which needs washing, but they get dirty when you're cooking. So, okay, that's it. There's little girl washing. Have a great night. I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Watch the 2 short videos I just posted in organizing the soap and organizing the hand towels and washcloths. It's a very short video. Bye-bye for now. Something's going ding. I don't know what that is. See you.